Darn it, we're still short. What do we need to do to improve there? Rival, one of their rivals would do it. Burgundy. Burgundy would be a good one. That'll make friends with a lot of people, actually. Still won't ally with me or royal marriage, really. Still 6 points shy, wow. Well, of course they're an enemy of England, which is probably not helping things. An enemy's England's one of my allies, so that probably isn't helping things. We'll have to hold off and wait and see what happens here. I still have one free relationship, though. What am I going to do with it? And they've got me as a rival. What are you doing, France? I'm not your rival. Far from it. I could be fighting you right now. Think about that, France. Okay, time for another building. I'm going to work on the buildings a little bit faster here, I think. Looks like we completed a building and I missed it. We jumped up to 3rd place. So we started at 8th, and I think we started this session at 7th. We're 4th last I checked, now we're 3rd. Okay, what I need to do probably is also hire an explorer and start exploring up the coast again. Diplomatic power. Yeah, that's fine. Probably want a light ship to do it with as well. So we'll wait till that ship is done. It's going to be mostly coastal exploration at this point, so should be able to get a good chunk done. Okay, in the meantime, Morocco is still at peace. Military access from Denmark, yes. You don't trust me, but you'll throw your troops in my land. I see how you are. Now that put us within 3 points. I don't know what else I could do. Proclaim guarantee. And let's give it a try. That puts us within 1 point. Colony 60%, missionary 25%. So between the colony and the missionary, that's eating into my income pretty severely. Okay, the missionary is only costing half, so it's 2.5 between the two. Military access from Brittany. Brittany, what are you doing? We're at war with... you're allied with France in the war against Austria and Milan. Okay, military tech should be coming here momentarily. But the only thing I could do to improve is, I don't know if that'll change things. Don't think it does, but we'll see. Nope. That puts us even. Okay, that gave us 1 point. We have a vacancy in the Bishop of Lisboa. There's a churchman from a rich family who has made an offer. If we prove to back his election to the position, we'll gain a large contribution to our coffers. Some of the more devout people claim this is a sin called simony, but what do they know? That's a free temple there. I'll take the 50 and get a free temple. 2 points of papal influence is not going to, Is it a sin if I take the money they give and build a temple to God? Pass the correct. And see, I will start it right now. See, do we still have control? Oh, we do not have control of a cardinal here, of cardinal-elect. This is the one that we were spending points on, so... Let us, I missed that. Let us put him under our control again. So 2 temples coming in. Start getting our income built up here. The only other thing I could do is I could send a gift, and that would put us in solidly in the let's do it. $5, that's all I need for now. So in October I can send the marriage request. No, you cannot have them, England. You shall not pass. Oh, we lost an advisor too, and we can't afford to hire. Well, I don't think we can afford to hire one. Nope, not quite yet. Diplomatic reputation, perfect. I need a couple months worth of income to be able to afford them. Get the marriage. And hopefully we'll be able to get the alliance after that. We can. Good. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I want a Danish, Portuguese, North America. Two months to our next building completion, and we're at 3.42 income. Our income improved without our buildings being complete. I wonder how that happened. Trade income, maybe? $4.31 in trade income, so I don't think that's it. Might be, I guess. Our administration has failed our people. Instead of justice for all, there is justice for the few. It is undermining the very support of our state. That's not good. Well, that hurts. Okay, we have our alliance with the Danes. Okay, building complete. Put our stability back up. Get rid of the revolt risks, or at least minimize them. Colony at 78% and missionary at 35%. God, that takes so long. Oh, maybe that's why, maybe that's what I was looking at when my income was up, is because of the advisor loss. It could be. Collective mercenary companies expired. Oh well. I told you, you cannot have him. It'll take you a while to overcome that now. Colony 814, missionary 36%. Another building coming, nearing completion. Only getting income of 2 a month. That sucks. I need that missionary to complete, I guess. Trade embargo. Burgundy, Austria. Should be nearing a military attack here. 669, so I'm still 74 points away, gaining, what, 6 a month? 4 a month. Why is it? Oh, wow, look at that. I'm way over my leader value. Time to fire some leaders. I didn't realize that, fire the one that sucks there. Where'd he go? We'll keep the Explorer for now. That leader wasn't worth anything anyway, so. Okay, we're going to go up along the coast first. Get as much of the Caribbean explored as we can. We'll keep an eye on that for now. Colony, 83%. Another temple in less than a month. Income of 2.2. So every 5 months is 11, that's 22. 26 and a half a month, a year roughly. It's terrible income, terrible income. Okay, what time is it? I'm going to go another 25 minutes and then I'm going to take a break, dinner break. I'll come back. I don't know if it will be with this or if it will be with something else like EQ Next Landmark. Probably EQ Next Landmark. So just a heads up. We will have gone roughly 30 years in this save. 44 to 64 in our first save, 64 to roughly, it's going to be close to 94 by the time we finish the save. So pretty good start here. We've managed to avoid any major disasters. We've successfully beat the French once and Aragon once, although both of those were in the previous save. Managed to take over our North African, core both of them, Tangiers and Casablanca, core both of them, and got about 50% of the religious conversion done. We've also managed to get one of the provinces in Africa, Cape Verde, and almost completed 2 provinces in what is modern-day Brazil. A good chunk of exploration done. And I think after that we'll go back by these guys. Before we port, I think we can do all of this. We'll keep a very close eye on our attrition there. Not much else going on, waiting for a colony to be completed at this point. The temple is done. Took us from 2.2 to 2.3. Yeah, I knew that was about right. Need more money before we can really do anything else at this point. I mean, we have roughly a year before we can even consider building another building at this point. Oh yeah, plenty of space under the attrition there. Don't know if we actually discovered anything over here. Looks like some more of the land areas were discovered a little bit. Oh, and we found the Aztecs too. Oh, and the Pueblo. So we found another American Indian tribe. We'd already seen the Cato. There's our military tech. Gives us training fields available, the march available. Some more width, tactics, fire, and shock. Our next our diplomatic is really what we're looking for here. Dry docks and trade depots. We want that trade depot. Of course, we'll have to be able to afford them, but yeah, that's another matter. And no, we're not taking the idea, although we did think about it. 33 colony, you know what? You know what? It's almost worth doing. Isn't very as useful until we get access to a second colonist, which is our next diplomatic idea group, I think. I don't know. Yeah, expansion is probably our next diplomatic idea group, but we're going to take a military first. The exploitation of land and resources in the New World colonies led to an extensive use of slave labor. As a large part of the indigenous population died from overwork and diseases spread from Europe, the labor shortage soon became problematic. Indentured servitude lessened this somewhat, but failed to provide the workforce needed. The solution became the Atlantic slave trade, where slaves captured or bought along the West Africa coast were transported to Brazil. Over 3 million African slaves were sent to Brazil, mainly to work on the vast sugar plantations. So it's going to give us a local revolt risk. 50 years worth of local revolt risk, but increased production efficiency. Or a prestige gain. You know what? At this point, local production efficiency for one territory is really not going to be worth the risk. So we're going to take our prestige. Our prestige was low anyway. Let's not encourage slavery. Württemberg in Austria. Algiers, Tunisia, Tripoli, Mamluks. Not much going on over here. It looks like Najd is making some noise. Not really much going on with the Ottomans either. Serbia, Hungary, Wallachia, Poland, Lithuania. Lithuania is eating up Livonian Order and Muscovy. So Lithuania is starting to make noise, and that's probably Poland as well. Yep, Brandenburg and Brunswick as well. Okay, so prestige and a colony complete. We're going to let our gold reserves boost up to about 60 before we plop our next colony down. We were seriously thinking about that idea. I think we want our trade depots first, though. Of course, what will that do? That puts us at 8, which puts us only one out from the next ship, which is next 2 ships, which is going to be the focus. You know what? We're going to take it. And we get a 25% colonial range boost with our next idea, which is not going to be exploration. This global settler increase is going to give us a real advantage. Oh, great. We just boosted our stability. We're going to end up stuck there at 1+1 stability for a while. Because I'm not going to spend more admin power at this point when we are only a couple years, 3 years maybe ahead of time, 2 years ahead of time. So our cost is dropping back down to a standard cost, and we are not going to spend our points at this point. We're going to spend our points on tech for the next couple. Algiers is trying to fabricate a claim on... Really? No, you will not, Algiers. Were they allied with Tripoli only? Oh, with the Ottomans as well. Ugh, that could get ugly. That could get ugly really quickly. That's what happened. I lost control of the papers. That's +1 free leader, right? Yeah. That's why I got so far behind there, as I had been the papal controller and I took advantage of the free leader. Okay, level 1 spy master in Sardinia. And flip-flop. Let's flip-flop the spare cardinal again. Okay, so I think our next colony we did say was going to be in the Canary area, so let's go ahead and find a good one. That looks like a good one there. Baharonas Tortuga. Tortuga looks good. Could get Bermuda as well. Decisions. Let's take Tortuga. We have enough for another building. Unique buildings cost 500 and 1,000. 500. Yeah, we definitely need we probably need a dock over here somewhere. Yeah, let's get ourselves a dock. It's not going to be much of an income boost. It'll be a little bit, and like I said, we do need it. Let's see what our trade node looks like over here. Point 0.52 transport 0.522. This one, which we're transporting more from, 2.81 in this case, up to the Western Europe trade node. Cardinal no longer loyal to us again already. And this one, we really need to start because I'd love to have another merchant, but we don't have one available. I'm going to see what happens right now. Our trade income 4.49 with 2.85 being forwarded to the Western Europe. If we can transfer from the Western Europe down to us, we might get a bit. You know what? Yeah, that trade value is 0. I didn't see that. Base trade value is 0. Okay, we're going to recall that one and send them up to the Western Europe trade node. Hello, welcome to the chat. I can't see who it is, but welcome anyway. Although I have to say we are getting close to the end of this session. Another 10-15 minutes. I'll be taking a dinner break and then coming back with a stream of probably something else. But we're glad to have you anyway. This is our Colonial Portugal save, testing out the new mechanics from the eastern side of the ocean. We played a little bit as one of the Indian tribes earlier upon the release of Conquest of Paradise. We're going to take a look at it from this side of the ocean now. And since my first Portugal save, when EU4 was first released, was kind of a failure, I decided to give it another go. You can see we've managed to take control of a bit of northern Africa here, Tangiers and Casablanca, from Morocco, and one more colony down here. Castile is the only other colonial power right now, and all they have are the two provinces in North Africa at this point. In the meantime, I've got Cape Verde, Rio de Oro, two full colonies over in Brazil, and have just started in Tortuga. And we're gaining 78 colonists a year on average, thanks to our ideas. And we are fighting Castile for this cardinal here. I'm going to push two times there, make him wait a little longer before he can afford to. Okay, dock is being completed. Colonies laid down. Our first missionary is nearly complete. He's still got a couple of years worth of how long until that is done? 96. So we've still got 5 years till our first conversion is complete. In the meantime, Algiers is trying to lay a claim on Casablanca, so Algiers and I might tangle here in the next few years. We are currently allied with Castile, Naples, and Denmark. Trying to push Denmark into colonizing North America with me. Oh, there's another tribe up there too. Savages. Really? They had no aggressiveness and no ferocity. What the heck are they doing? I'm actually going to have to take some troops over there. Won't have to be many. Didn't think I'd have to land any troops over here, but I guess I've been proven wrong. Of course, if I take Bermuda instead, they've got no navies. It's only got a tax base of 4. But that is going to be a jumping off point for England. You know what? Heck with it. We're going to take that out of play. England won't be able to land via Cuba. And I think I just... Nope, I did beach the wrong one. Okay, another building is not quite available. Let's explore down the South American coast here. And just so I don't forget them, we're going to put them back in port. Because that probably won't be completed before I end the session here. Be just another 5 minutes or so. Probably go to the end of 1492. Sounds like a good ending date. The end of 1492, and there are still no colonies in North America. There's the Powhatan, there is the Pico, Micmac, Cree, unknown, I'm not sure who those are. I think it's a little too far north for the Iroquois. Caddo, Pueblo, Aztecs, Mayans. Castile is still limited. I wonder what their colonization range can't be good. Let's see what they've got here for... Yeah, they still don't have their third idea, which gives them the 50% bonus to their range, and they're still only tech level 4. They need 7 for their tech range boost, or their range boost to colonization. So Castile is way behind, which is good for us, because our next two expenditures are going to have to be into our tech. Colonial Governor. Now that's something we could look at here. Let's see if we can get a boost of income by hiring a better advisors. Production efficiency, national risk, nope. Nah, not really. We could get a global tariff boost. You know what? That might be worth it. We're going to put our new general to work here, I think. Revolt risk of like 0.1 or something like that, and they revolt. It's 1.5. Okay, we're going to put down this revolt. Oh, France is trying to take over my cardinal. They've already got 2 cardinals in the pocket, and two others being worked on. Why are they trying to take control of mine? Oh, Castile's moving. Are they at war? No, they're not at war. Just see a big troop movement in Castile, and you always have to wonder. Got a beautiful general here. I think we'll land them in Tangiers and march over. That'll give their morale a chance to recover. Oh yeah, we are the papal controller. Hey, looky there. So we took over one of the French cardinals died. Oh, that erased all our votes? Oh no, that didn't erase all our votes, of course. He was the one we were pushing. So we'll save our votes for now. And we'll put this leader to use here as soon as we get another tick of morale. Look at that, 4333. He was an event leader. He was a peasant that won the jousting tournament. Cost me a little bit of prestige, but look at all the... Okay, we're going to take a look at those here. Oh, except we just spent all our money to hire a leader. Bad timing. Look at them melt away. We started at just over half morale, so... Beautiful leader. More maintenance again. Okay, so we've got just a couple minutes here. We're going to go to the end of this calendar year and cut it. Shouldn't be much else happening here at this point. Got colony started again. Should be 70 a year or so. 78 a year, good. Casablanca is still only 2/3 of the way through their religious conversion. That's the other thing is we managed to get Congo converted via event. We still don't actually see them. They're here in the shadows of war, or shadows of. We're gonna send our explorer across, see if we can't uncover our Catholic Congolese friends. We're just going to go take a look at a couple before we re-land. I don't want to lose the explorer again. Let's take a look at all of those advisors that just popped up. The various and innovative ideas of the Renaissance are spreading through Italy. Already a number of wealthy families have decided to provide financial support for the promising artists. To let history pass us by without leaving our mark on it. No. We are not. Let's take a look at the advisors that did just show up with our becoming the papal controller. Missionary strength +2. That actually would help initially with, I think we're going to change that one as soon as we have the money. We can't replace this one yet, but what came up? Diplomatic rep and spy offense, so we don't want to anyway. Discipline and reinforcement, so yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and replace that as soon as we have the money. Yeah, a few months, which means we should be able to do it just before the end of this session, actually. Which actually should boost. Let's see, we're looking at November of '96 right now. It might allow us to get a national decision implemented too. God, our income sucks. See if we can find our Congolese friends here. Doesn't look like we will on this pass through. Got pirates down there. No, we're not spending money on ideas at this point. What is the next idea? We're not doing it, but core creation cost. Have not found our Catholic Congolese friends yet. Castile's expanding inland. They got their third colony planted there, I see. Okay, our next admin tech should be very soon. It's going to give us our courthouse and workshops, which is good. What are we getting, 9 a year? 8 a month? 67, so 8 months. So that's going to be the beginning of next session. Have to get this theologian hired before I end the session, otherwise I will forget at the start of next session. At least I'll get flagged when the next tech becomes available. That should be enough to hire our theologian, I think. It's not a theologian, it's an inquisitor. That's fine. It's the one I want. Missionary strength 2. Okay, that takes us from November of 96 to October of 93. We just chopped 3 years off the conversion time. That is great. That means the conversion is complete at the end of next year. You know what? I'm going to complete another year. You get a bonus hour, or bonus year, this session. Too many things just on the verge of happening, so. Colony's growing well. Look at the missionary conversion tick up. That's going to really boost our income when that missionary's done, because he's not costing that much, is he? It's the colony that is. Yeah, he's less than half a gold income a month. So it's our colonies that are costing us right now. Our colony, we only have one. Got a new pope. They still have not enacted their first reform. Good. How is the I think England just went to war. Is that what I just saw? Connacht started collecting war. Yep, England, Connacht. So England is working on Ireland still. Ideas for England. They went economic. France, if anybody wants to see something before I quit, now's the time to ask. Burgundy is got admin and, oh my, look at them go. Defensive and admin. And they've got six ideas purchased. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 purchased or 1 idea ahead of us. Our next one gives us a colonial range boost, so we will be taking it, but not right now because we need the that tech point. Yes, if anybody wants to see anything, now is the time to ask. Said I'll be away for dinner for maybe about half an hour to an hour, and then I'm going to come back and I'll probably be streaming something else when I restart. Okay, Bermuda is going well. Still no signs of anybody over in the Americas other than ourselves, which is how we want to keep it for a while. So Castile has their 3rd colony down. They've got 2 completed and a 3rd started. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 completed and a 5th started. We're going to actually have to have troops when we land in North America, and probably looking at somewhere along here or here as our North American landing spot. Oh no, these would be a little easier. Number of natives are low, but the number of natives in any of these that we were looking at is low, so this would be a good one too. That was the one I initially landed on. So we could go up to New England, or we could come down to Maryland. I don't know, that'll be a decision for next session anyway, so I've got time to consider. I've got range to get. Well, once I finish colonizing Bermuda, I'll be able to land anywhere, really. I'm going to land and take Mexico away from Castile. I think that's what I'll do. take the Mexican territory away from where Castile normally lands. That sounds like a damn good idea to me. Okay, our tech should be complete any month now. How about next month? Yes, how about next month? And we're only 4 months from completing the religious conversion of Casablanca. Workshops and courthouses. Workshops will certainly be, should certainly give us an increase to our income, which we desperately need. 20% goods increase, 75 gold, good God. We're talking about 3 years per, 2 years per workshop at this point with our income in the sad shape that it's in. I don't know what I can't do anything to improve my income either, really. I don't know, maybe a couple more ships on the trade routes might help. Let's take a look at the trade nodes again. Yeah, we're only getting 6.4 income out of Sevilla now. I definitely need to, you know what, take these 2 ships. I don't know, we're affording a decent chunk there. Maybe we'll build some more ships as our next thing and throw them at Sevilla. Or, I know what I could do. I can't get. Really can't get another, leader here. I'll go there. And then we'll cut back across to land there. One more chance at discovering the Congo for now. We do have all of the coastal regions discovered. Who is that? Hausa. How's ya doing? One last chance at discovering Congo this session. And we did not do it. Oh well. And our religious conversion is complete. We're going to save that half gold a month for now. I'm not going to start the next conversion quite yet. Papal influence. Did we lose? We did lose. Well, we didn't lose. We need to start investing in a second second cardinal there. Okay, so we've got a month left this save. How much is it? What's our chances of converting? We have a 0 chance of converting the next territory anyway. So, national decisions. Active uniformity. Missionary, well, with an extra point of missionary strength, that might help. And this one is national tax modifier penalty for stability costs. We are not going to take that at this point. I cannot afford the 92 months, right? Oh, 166 months, even better. Good God. 13 years, 14 years almost. So, yeah, we will not be doing that at this point. I'm not going to replace the advisor. I don't think I could right now anyway. So at the end of this month, I'll be taking a break. For those of you just joining, I am sorry you're coming to the end of a session. I'll be back after a dinner break, but it will be with something else. I'm probably going to switch over to EQ next, EverQuest Next Landmark for a while. I will be picking this save up again midweek. Wednesday I usually do 4 to 5 hours, of which this is part of. So Wednesday and Sunday, and maybe even some bit of Thursday and Saturday. Those are iffy days. Good. I love getting that event when I'm colonizing. That's the 4th time I've had that event, maybe 3rd for sure, maybe the 4th. 103 a year. This is going to finish colonizing really quick. For those that want to follow along, the YouTubes of this will be posted. If you're interested in watching YouTube, about 80 hours worth of YouTubes, I've got 2 different long-term saves already posted. A Naples and a Hindustan, Vijayanagar. This one is the 2nd day of this particular session, so got about 4 hours already posted up, and the 4 hours that I did today will be posted as well. Anybody want to see anything before I sign off for dinner and switch over? Again, it is a Portuguese save, testing the new colonial abilities with the Conquest of Paradise expansion. So far, it is still relatively early, 94. So this is our 50th year of the game. Not a lot going on. Burgundy still exists. The Byzantine Empire is no longer. Ottomans finally got rid of them, although Athens is still hanging on out there, I see. Kandar's lost a little bit of their territory. Novgorod is gone. Muscovy took over Novgorod. Georgia is still hanging in. Morocco's a shadow of itself, since Algiers and myself have taken over a good chunk of their territory. Other than that, Naples has become independent. Scotland is status quo. England's starting to take over their Irish brethren. Norway and Sweden are still landlocked into a union with Denmark, who, by the way, is one of our allies. We are allied with Castile, Denmark, Naples. What is our fourth allegiance to? I forget. England. That's right. We don't have a royal marriage with Naples yet. Can we get one? We can. Might as well do that. Okay. Okay. This is where I'm going to cut. Like I said, I'm going to be gone for about half an hour or so for dinner, and then I'm going to switch over to something else. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you're interested, the YouTubes will be posted. The first 2 are already up. I put them up earlier today. The 2 that I just ran will also be up here